All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday night again. It's me, Alan Patterson, and we are here tonight giving you coverage of the fourth round of the simGP series 2021.1, the F3 cars. Tonight we're coming from Road Atlanta, and I'm joined in the booth tonight by my good friend Sas van der Westhuizen. Sas, how are you, buddy?
Hello, Alan. Hello, everybody. Welcome at this glorious race. Looking forward to providing some coverage here tonight. It's gonna be an interesting one. Very fast track. Dirty air might get to the drivers here. So, and there's loads of opportunity to dip a wheel onto the grass and completely lose it.
Indeed.
It's one of those tracks where you have to be really, really careful that you don't run wide.
Yep. Definitely. As we can see, Marius is the first man out of the pits tonight, so we're going to get a couple of things out the way quickly. I'm going to just fly through the details. Track weather for this evening, or today, 10 a.m. It's a morning race. Broken clouds, as you can see. It is very dark and overcast clouds, but the sun is shining. Temperatures of 19 to 21 degrees in track, 17 to 19 degrees, and a little bit of a northeasterly wind. Track map. we're racing the long version of Road Atlanta. So as you can see, start finish line coming down on the right hand side of that image through T1, then T2, T3, T4. This is up over the hill and then down into the valley by the SEs. T5, they take a left and go down that little chute to T6, double right-hander, T7, then the long back straight through T8, T9, also down the hill into the chicane section, T10, T10B, and then up over the hill again, and then down fast right-hander through T12 onto the start-finish line. No corner names, but we'll try and give you the best coverage we can. Before they start putting some times up here, I'm going to just show you the HLQ times. 22 drivers, and the times were from 109 flat to 110.4, 1.4 seconds for 22 cars. So it goes to show the speed of the track, Sus, and how close they are going around here.
Oh yeah, definitely, and that's one of the reasons why I'm very excited for this track. I was just going to ask when you were before you switched to HLQ times. Is it often that the American tracks are just numerically numbered, or it's something I feel I've picked up, but I can't with all honesty say that it's a consistent.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also not too sure. I mean, there's a lot of tracks that don't have real names, like our own Kyalami, etc., and the names that we know. You know, they'll build a track and they'll just number it turns 1 to 22, and I suppose it just makes sense to be numbered sequentially. So I can't answer you there, buddy.
I mean, yeah, from a stewarding point of view, I know track turn numbering makes complete sense, but it's difficult to convey feeling when it's just number 1 or number 2.
Yeah, totally agree. Okay, so with just over 11 minutes to go, we've got some quick times coming up. Rian Wibalza up to the top of the grid with a 109.1 versus his 109.0 in HLQ. So it took him 4 minutes to pretty much do his HLQ times. But before we focus too much on the rest of quali, I'm going to quickly put us through the on-track video. This one's kindly supplied by our single-seater specialist, Philip Minnar. So stand by and we'll go straight into that and show you a lap around the track here.
It's Philip here. Welcome to an onboard lap near the Atlanta. Pretty hard track, fun track though. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in race conditions here, as you are constantly on the limit here. Yeah, let's hop into the onboard lap. Coming down the hill right here, looking for a straight line obviously as possible to start our hot lap here. Coming up to T1, we're looking to the cones to our left, turning in as soon as they stop, and then using all of the exit curb, being very confident through there, and coming through turn 3, avoiding the inside curb and eating all of the exit curb. Very blind corner, very hard to judge whether to turn in and brake. And then straight into turn 5, very committed corner, you're flat on the start on exit, and it's a very hard corner, you're eating all of the curb, the car's on the edge. And coming up to turn 6 now, braking over 100 yards and watching out for the exit. And then turn 7 is an off-camber corner, very important corner however, because it's the corner right before this back straight. Very long back straight, we're easily going to see 278, maybe 275 kph here, but in qualifying condition we're going to be doing 270 kph, and this is a hot spot for overtaking in my opinion. Coming to turn 10, using all of the inside curb and using a lot of the exit curb, watching out for the drop off to the grass. And yeah, that was my onboard lap of 109.1 flat. Hey guys, Philip here. Welcome to an onboard lap.
Philip, thanks very much for doing the video for us. Sorry about the volume. Philip's a very quiet spoken chap in the cockpit, and I had his volume flat out. So right, Sus, we're back, we're live, here we go. What's going to happen?
There's already a lot that's happened. I see Mario Skuman right now is 0.3 up on his delta, so he's going to bump up to 6th. I just caught the end of his lap there.
Yeah. Okay, so he's in. So yeah, we got Rian. He's just under his bubble as we watch him doing a lap. Anybody else on a quick lap? Javan Oosthuizen in second place. He is 1.2 tenths up. Let's watch him as he goes round. You can see the dark overhead clouds. It almost looks like typhoon kind of weather, tornado weather, twisters, you know.
It's looking ominous.
It does.
I would be very worried as a driver to see weather like that pop up. I think that was Carines that just had a bit of a moment in front
the background,
of Jovan.
the yellow car just spun.
But a lot of people have been having an issue there. Even Nick Hodgson on his outlap right at the start of quali, I saw him spinning in the background there.
Okay. All right, interesting. Hein van Niekerk up into second place. So it's all on here. Rian leading the pack at 109.1s, but Hein a 109.4. Brandon coming over the line now, and he's just lost his time through that last chicane. Sorry, that was Javan. Brandon Kruger goes up into third, a 109.5. So already you can see how close the lap times are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars pretty much on 109.5s.
So Matthew Boy is currently halfway into his lap. Oh no, he's just starting to lose his 0.1 delta.
Cool. Well, as you find as somebody who is going quicker, I'm going to say hello to everybody on YouTube. We've got a good 36 people watching. Welcome to Sharon Skuman shouting for her hubby. Donnie de Bomb rooting for LLC. TSL Olympic. And Sean Prinsloo, good evening. And Sean Vaveje, how's it, Sean?
Okay, Marius Skuman is on a 0.3 delta right now in 7th position.
We got him.
Well, there's a lot that can happen in this chicane though. It's not an easy one to do.
No.
And then when you get over that blind crest, you already have to start turning, and I found this an extremely weird track. I didn't even really attempt to get fast. But weekend was just too busy and it got away from me.
There he goes. Good one. Up into second place.
Second place.
109.3. Great lap there by Marius with the new livery here tonight.
There's still a bit more work for him to do if he wants to get into first.
Yep.
Although I'm not sure, does second position have the inside line on the corner or?
Yeah, I'm also not sure on this track, to be fair. Nick Hodgson currently in 11th place and seriously struggling. He's on his outlap, so we'll catch him now as he goes and starts a quick lap for point blank.
Yeah, so a quick look at the tires. There's up from 1st to 7th, all on softs, and then it becomes a mix of mediums and softs. Not seeing any hard tires for quali, although that's to be expected. But interesting choice. People are clearly making the softs work for quali tonight.
It is interesting. You're right. The top 7 all the way down to Adrian Nel. Everybody's on softs. Cornet's the first man on mediums. Then Ruben and Gerard Pretorius go back to softs, and then it's every other person is on softs and mediums. R. Stevens, Ron Stevens here, as he comes over the ridge and onto the start-finish line, he's going to improve on his time. He's currently 2 tenths up, and he goes up 1 position to 21st. Who else is on a lap here? Ryan de Azevedo, he's struggling. Ronald Childs, he's 2 tenths down. As we see somebody come flying into the barrier.
Quickly trying to look, I'm seeing Dirk Brandt is doing quite well, given that he placed last for HLQ. Curious how many people are actually improving based on their HLQ results.
I'll put them up again, and we can do a comparison in about a minute or two. So we're at 4.5 minutes left. Still 109, and Nick Hodgson finally gets a quick lap in, a 109.5. So he's there or thereabouts. Goes up into 8th. Just seeing a car hit the barriers again.
It's gonna make for an interesting race if there's not a lot of runoff, and if you do get into the runoff, it's just like ice. Yeah,
I cannot find anybody on an actual fast delta. I'm going to bring up the HLQ times again so we can just do direct comparisons. It'll give you a good idea.
Yeah, so from the bit that I've seen now, Dirk Brandt is about where his HLQ pace was. So there's a lot of people that can do better, but clearly had either a screamer overlap or are just struggling to get that consistency tonight.
Yeah. Marius Skuman a 109.2, a 109.3. So everybody's essentially 1/10 down on what the HLQ was. At least, yeah, 1/10. That's correct. Philip Minnaar 109.4, Philip Minnaar 109.3. So everyone's like 1/10 down on where they were, as you can see. All right, good. 3 minutes to go.
Ooh, Ruben Krier is not parked on a good space there. I think he's spun on the...
He's moving now.
Oh, is he moving now?
Well, he is for me. I'm on him. He's going.
Oh no. Okay. I saw. I think his teammate Johan Carines.
Okay.
I'm not sure now, but somebody had spun, and
Okay.
it looked like they. Well, when we now got back, it looked like the same car.
I'm
Just saw Brandon Krieger have a. No, that's Adrian Nell having a bit of a moment. Oh no, it's a yellow car. I'm so confused.
Brandon Kruger's in a yellow car. He's on the middle of the back straight.
Oh yes.
Now
Oh,
he's
okay.
in the pits.
So, gonna try and go out for one last lap then.
Yep. I'm sorry guys, we're kind of flicking through the drivers because we're looking for anyone on a quick lap. We're just under 2 minutes to go. Nick, he's 1 second down. Cornet's 1/10 as he comes over the ridge and loses control, hammers the sand trap, hammers the wall, and comes to a grinding halt. Ruben Kruger's up, only just. Oh, flicks it through that left down the little chute to the far back end of the track. Double right-hander coming up. He's good. He's 2/10 up here.
Ooh, it was almost too wide. I was wondering if he had run a bit wide there.
Yeah. Oh, and somebody followed suit. So Ruben loses it. Goes back to pits.
Does he have enough time to still make it for one last lap?
Matthew Boyd.
In 17th, Raymond Duggan is 1/10 up on his
Alright,
delta, although
1.5.
he still has
Yep.
to. He still has to get through the. I think I consider these two corners the toughest, because it's so high speed. You're just sitting on the very edge of sanity, trying to keep hold of the car.
He did well through that second right-hander. He's gone up 2/10.
He is following relatively close, not that closely to Marius Skuman in front. Wondering if there. I don't think there
it's
was
too
quite
far.
a tow.
Yeah. Okay, SEs. 2.5 tenths. Carries
All
it.
about the exit here.
Great. What is he's? Oh, I thought he was going in the pits. My word.
Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
blind corner. You have to
Yeah.
turn much more than you expect, and that bumps him up to 16th position.
Yeah, 110.1. So we said 1.4 seconds separated the entire field in HLQ. If we take, Marius is into pole, 109.1. So Marius gets
Just
it
missed
right at the end.
So now the question is Ruan on a... Yeah, I think Ruan might have just started a new lap in time.
Okay.
But he's already 1/10, 2/10 down on his delta, so I'm not thinking that it's going to be likely for him right now.
He's 3/10 down.
He's still going hard at it.
Well, we'll go around and see. Anybody else? Philip Minnaar's also out on a lap. Oh yes, Philip Minnaar's 1.5 tenths up, further up the track. The back straight coming to the chicane now. We'll watch him. He goes up 2.5 tenths through the chicane. So this is going to help Philip. He could go. He's pulled off. Why would he throw that lap away? He was up 2 tenths.
Think he might have just missed his turn.
And so does Rian Oberholzer miss his turn. So that's that. Right, who else is out there? No one. That's it. Quali's done. We've got Marius Skuman. The man is on pole with Rian Oberholzer next to him on... and now we'll see, actually.
So that's about 1.7 seconds spread across the field, if I counted correctly.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to read out as we're in the dying moments there. We had 1.4 seconds for the whole field in HLQ, and yeah, 1.7. So there or thereabouts. All right, 1 minute to go. You can see the back end of the field round the corner coming down the hill. So tricky little start to this race.
Ooh, I did not even realize that the start was around the corner.
Yeah.
Definitely something to be aware of, because as you pull off, your rear wheels are spinning up, and if you then input slight turns, you can easily spin out.
Oh yeah. Right, guys. Hope everyone's ready. 30 seconds to go. Just a quick one for our charity. We're at 36,557 Rand. I think we've gone through 37 now, to be honest, for our charity, the Grace Factory. So awesome, and hope it helps a lot. Okay, we got lights. Here we go. Three lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. Sass, are you ready?
I'm ready. They drop the clutch, and away they go.
Oh, Marius nailed that. He's on the outside. Is he going to maintain that through turn 1?
I don't think he has turn 1. Philip does well to get into third position there. I think the guys on the inside line had a really good start there.
As they come over the top of the hill. Oh, someone's in the wall there from third place.
That's Hein van Niekerk, from what I can see, falling down. That's the problem with this track. It's so tight. Marius. You have to really focus hard.
There was a huge slide by Marius, and in the background we can see a car pirouetting.
Oh.
Marius managed to catch it, but he lost 2 positions there. So Philip Minnow's up into second. Now they come over the light second right hand onto the long back straight, and Rian's getting a run away from the field.
Yeah, Philip is having to work quite hard, so he's losing a bit of time because of that. And I think Jovan Oosterhuizen managed to tuck in behind him there and really get a good run. And it's also leaving Marius Skuman there hungry for more. Might he try and capitalize? No, I don't think so. He might get a better exit out of this corner, but it's still to be seen what he can do into turn 1.
Yeah, Jovan went past there, so he's up into second. So 1 lap done. It's a fast lap, people. Rian Oberholzer from Jovan, from Philip, from Marius Skuman, Brandon Kruger, Nick Hodgson up into 6th place, and then Adrian Null and the rest of the field. Oh, Corne Breet and Matthew Boy.
Yeah, I just saw Matthew Boy falling down the position list, but it looks like he's getting going again.
Oh, Nick Hodgson. Kruger and Oosterhuizen just swapped positions, and as I clicked on them, the position change happened. So
Jovan was up into second.
Yeah,
was he not?
He was.
He's thrown it away. Yeah. I saw him pulling off, almost off of the track there for a moment. So he must have lost control somewhere.
And Nick is side by side with Jovan coming down this back straight to the chicane. They're all on the brakes. Nick going around the outside.
Almost loses
it.
A
bit of contact there.
Bit argy-bargy.
Oh, and somebody else has spun. Oh, Nick. Wow, that's a little bit. Right, so Gideon Renner who's in the it's Gideon in the yellow car. He's in 6th place. Oh dear, and I think that Lawrence Stern has just gone very wide, flying over the track, and he's at the barrier for Odin Racing.
Ooh, yeah. No, that's not where you want to be in this case.
No. Right, here come the pack as Lawrence tries to get himself sorted. He's dropping down like a stone.
But he's back, although I would expect the damage to now have unsettled this car. These cars are very finicky once they have
Yeah. Differs. Brandon Kruger looking at the back of Marius Skuman is back up into 3rd place. So Brandon Kruger.
Straight away is where the action is going to be.
Yeah. There's a long straight, and there's a lot of drafting capabilities with these cars, so Marius trying to break the toe, but Brandon's hanging in there as they come through the final chicane, up over the hill, and then sharp right down to the start-finish line.
I can tell you this, I don't think Brandon Kruger is going to give up on this fight. He's going to be pushing Marius all the way until that straight again and trying to get the better exit out.
He's crabbing a little. He's got some bad pinging here.
Hopefully that returns back to normal soon.
I can't see it in our chat window what his ping rate is like, but Adrian Nell's just disconnected from the server, so that's unfortunate for him. He can't come back in now. I wonder if we're having a network issue here. Oh, Brandon Kruger. He's up the side. He's next to Marius. They're going down the back straight next to each other. He got good drive out the double right-handers, and here they come to the chicane. Marius hanging sharp on the left-hand side, running defensive for the first part of the chicane. And
I don't think, unless you have the inside line for the chicane, it's going to be really difficult to make an overtake stick.
Brandon's trying. He's on the inside into the final turn.
He's done very well there.
Wow.
Does it give him the exit that he needs? I think he has the inside line, so it's not going to be easy for Marius.
Marius goes around the outside.
Ooh, that was so close.
That's great driving, gentlemen. I'm just staying with these guys for now, but that was some awesome driving by both of them.
I was just going to say, Marius was bullied out of his first position on the start there, so I wasn't expecting him to hold on to it this nicely.
No, he did well there. On the YouTube channel, we've got Zanders here. Hello, Zander. Lazelle Clue, Mac van der Merwe, Aaron Bennett, Yassine. How's it, buddy?
In ninth, Alan. Brett Krokamp is right. He's all over Raymond Duggan.
We got him.
Going into the long back straight there. So
and
curious.
Up ahead. Look up ahead. Dirk Brunt.
Dirk Brunt versus Gideon Renner. I think Renner has... No, Brunt is making the overtake stick there.
Yep. So we're following... we chase camera with Brett Krokamp, looking up ahead at all three cars. And Dirk Brunt's gone around the outside and taken that position. As they come up over the hill. But that dice isn't over. Yellow car. Ooh, wow. They've gone far right on the main straight. Now moving back to the left. Okay, I'm going to go to that car, which I think is Gideon Renner. And he's harassing the back of Dirk Brunt here.
It's difficult coming through the
look at this
section.
Oh.
Raymond Duggan, muscling his way past there.
He did, completely.
And Brett Krokamp is also getting close there.
So Gideon Renner had a really bad section through the T2, T3 over the top of the hill. And Raymond Duggan carried huge pace and went right through. And now they've all caught up to somebody. Dirk Brunt's going past somebody. They must be lapping somebody here. Is this Mr. Pretorius?
Gerard Pretorius,
okay.
Yes.
Gerard Pretorius just keeping out of the way on the left as these three come past in a train. Gerard Pretorius... No, it's not Gerard Pretorius. I was trying to think... there's another Skuman that has started racing, I believe.
I remember the name, but...
Oh, Gideon!
Oh no! That's definitely worthy of a replay.
It is. F12. Alright, stand by. Let's go and see that on the replay.
I just caught it on the stream, my side. It's...
Yeah, here they come over the top of the hill, down, then the sharp right onto the start finish, and he is well inside Raymond Duggan, but he taps it and does a pirouette. Raymond Duggan comes off okay and drives down the straight.
I think there was a moment where his car was up in the air, not from a bump. The curb is just that high that when it suddenly dropped away, he didn't have the grip to keep that line and drifted slightly to the left.
Okay, got you. Right. 36 minutes. And Rian Wibbles is still leading by just over 1 second. Yes, Sus.
Up in fourth,
Marius and
Brandon
Brandon.
Krieger and Marius Skuman, they're still battling it out there. Krieger making Marius work hard for this position.
He's pushing hard. He definitely is.
Something that I'm quite curious about is these cars have adjustable gear ratios.
Okay.
And
What
I
are you
know
thinking?
for qualifying, I tend to run a gear ratio that doesn't allow me to utilize a tow in sixth. But that means that if you do sit under someone's wing, you can easily reach the rev limiter and not get that extra bit of speed for the overtake. So
Yeah. Watch Brandon here, 4th place.
I'm wondering just how much they've had to tweak their gear ratios to get the optimal setup that allows you to still get the overtake without losing too much power up in the high end.
He's all over the back of Marius Kuman. So Philip Munoz in 2nd place, 1.2 seconds. Marius Kuman needing to close that gap. He's 1.4 seconds back from him. But Brandon Kruger definitely showing some good pace, although his internet connectivity is not the happiest. His yellow car does get a little bit crabby every now and then. Yassine Manuel saying, yo, it's like watching F1. I mean, it's insane.
If I just think back to the first race of the season, we had a three-way battle for first position right up to the last lap.
Yes.
Which is going to make me ask, Rian Weberholzer, did you put enough fuel in your car for this entire race?
Yeah. Let's see what transpires. We're going to go and look at further down the field. Gideon Renner again in the other yellow car, and he is under the wing of Matthew Boy.
I mean, that's close enough for the tow to Matthew trying hard to break the tow there.
He is, and Gideon's following him as they go all the way along the back straight. But looks like Matthew's managed to drop him from this tow, but we'll watch Gideon go through the chicane. He got great drive out here earlier, if you remember.
Yeah, he got the great drive and then had to risk going on the curbs there.
True. Just behind him, Ronald Childs also hanging in there. Lawrence Sterner for Odin Racing in 13th, busy on a drive back. We're going to look further. Oh, we got a position change. Kruger and Duggan again.
Judging by the gap there, I think Duggan had lost it.
Yeah, he had a moment up over the top of the hill somewhere, so he's dropped off quite substantially.
Ooh, Brandon Kruger is making the move on Mr. Marius Skuman. He's just not going to be able to make it stick. Marius runs
He's put enough pressure on Marius to make a mistake, and then he's made a mistake.
He makes the mistake as well, but he does come out on top.
Yeah, these guys are racing hard.
So we're about, what, almost 15 minutes into the race.
Yeah.
I think the pit window should open between 25 to 20 minutes to go.
Okay, we're watching a chase cam of Marius Skuman as they go over the top of the hill, down through the valley. You can see from this view the undulations on this track are insanely big.
Yeah, it's not a forgiving track with a stiff setup. You need a bit of flexibility to be able to absorb it.
It is an old track, and it goes to show, you know, they made them in America for the Can-Am series that we discussed a couple of tracks earlier, and they were all renowned to have these besides windy cornering sections, also the undulations, the hills, and the up and downs, because it just adds so much character to a racetrack versus these flat car park type Paul Ricard parking lot tracks, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of a racetrack that was found within the landscape instead of necessarily forming the landscape. Well, just plonking it down on a flat surface. Which I mean, I'm trying to remember. I think it's a Japanese track, not 100% sure, but there was a lot of earth moving about to get that type of undulation on what would have been normally a very flat surface.
Sus, go to 12th place. We're currently watching Brett looking ahead at Ronald Childs and Gideon Renner, and these three are nose to tail.
Brett can be. Ooh, someone in front
saw
is
that.
fun.
Oh,
Ruben
right at the
Kruger
top of the
is fun.
hill. Who was it? It's
That's
Brandon
Ruben
Kruger.
He's fallen back.
Ruben Kruger, sorry.
Yeah.
Shame.
That was why I was getting confused earlier, because I was focused on Ruben, switched,
Yeah.
and then suddenly Brandon Kruger in the yellow car.
Okay. Where else is there close proximity? Well, these three very close. Gideon Renner up ahead looking at the back of Matthew Boy. Oh, Brett Crowcump, big catch, and Ronald Childs has turned it around. So Crowcump goes past Ronald Childs, who does a donut. Let's go and see if he's got going. He hasn't. He's still... Now he's getting going.
That just shows how on the edge they're driving here.
Definitely.
That corner. That's why I felt for me that corner was extremely difficult because it really tightens up.
Yeah, Philip Minnow quickly in second place. He is caught right up to Rian. So Rian must have possibly had a moment, or Philip's driving the wheels off his car, and he's closed this gap up.
He possibly had a moment. Initially, I was thinking Rian was just managing the gap, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe seeing Philip in his rearview mirror will light a fire under him, and then we'll start seeing some laps.
How's it, Bjorn? I think that picture will answer your question. There's a better one for you to see. His name's Rian. Right.
See Cornet Brett and Ruben Kruger swapping positions down in 16th and 17th. But Philip is definitely pushing hard.
Yeah, Philip's trying hard, yeah. Saying the winner will definitely be the one who can manage tyres. There's a couple of desperados out here in race trim on softs, including Marius Skuman, I might add. In fact, it's only Marius Skuman according to my system. I don't know about yours, Sas.
I'll double check. Yes, it's only Marius. Nick is actually on hard tires.
Yeah, Nick is on a pair of hards. Matthew Boy is also on hards. They do run as well as Cornet Brett and Lawrence Sterner. So a couple of guys out on something other than mediums, but Marius the only one on softs.
It is making me wonder if Nick is maybe playing with some other strategy in mind, thinking of doing a pit stop.
He mentioned that, if you remember, one or two tracks back, that he doesn't understand why guys don't drive with the hards, because they get up to temperature and then they can at least last a little bit longer.
Yeah, I've found the same thing. Although, what was the track? Mosport. It was just too cold for the hards.
Yeah.
You couldn't get them up to temperature and keep them there.
Got you.
And that's also the problem with these long straights. That's a lot of time for the tires to cool down, and it makes it really difficult to then continue with through that tight chicane with cold tires.
Right, so 27 minutes left, almost coming up time for pits, and Hein van Niekerk in 19th, all over the back of Lawrence Sterner here. Nick has in fact lapped these guys, so Nick's up the road. Nick in 4th position, so he's kind of just getting up there, but he did have some incidents. But we're watching Hein van Niekerk on Lawrence Sterner. This is for position down to the chicane. Left is braking late. Oh, Lawrence going around the outside and spinning. That's bad luck for Lawrence. So he's turned around and he's dropped down to somewhere further back. Johan Karanis in 13th place, kind of just having a lonely, mellow drive all on his own. But let's go back up to the front of the grid. I see Kruger and Brett actually changing positions again.
Yeah, they've been swapping blows quite a bit.
Okay, we've
during
got
the race
traffic here now for the leaders. So, Wibbles is coming up to lap people, and Philip Minnar is trying to use this to close the gap down further.
I think Rian managed to get the toe there first and utilize it, but he does dip his tires off onto the grass.
Did
so
you
not
see that?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, he was maybe fiddling with something, but he did just drive right off the track there for a second. So maybe Philip's lifted a little and he's just doing some mid-race cool down here, and then we'll have another go in the second half to try and close this gap. It's only 1.1 seconds off. There's more traffic. Rian coming over the top of the chicane, going around the outside. Oh, and Philip's now stuck behind.
Yeah, that's a really difficult place to run into traffic as well.
They ramp over that chicane and head down the little chute towards the back, so Phillips had to lift. And, oh no, alright, he's pinging away somewhere into the veld now. Oh dear, where is Philip? I've lost him.
He's going again. I don't think I think he managed to miss.
No, yeah, sorry, there was a little bit of netcode issue there. He did actually go around the corner. He vanished off my timing screen for a second, but he's back. Going past the red car down into the chicane, and he carries on his merry way. Still hunting the back of Rian Oberholzer.
So back in 17th position, Ruben Kruger he's right under the wing of Corne Breed there. Breed having been lapped just on the previous lap, so there was Ruben runs wide.
Ruben, as I put the camera on him, he just drives off the track. You see? Sus, that was you, buddy.
I've been focusing on him for a long while before you...
Yeah, but you told me, put the camera on him, and look what you just did. Okay. Ruan Stevens has just gone through as well. So Corne is now going up the road, and Ruan Stevens is up into 16th, and Ruben Kruger down to 17th.
I must say, I'm quite surprised at how long Marius is running these softs. I would have expected him to
pit earlier.
Maybe pit slightly early.
Yeah.
But also, it's not quite the halfway mark yet, so maybe he's aiming closer for that mark so that he's not overstretching the life of the next set of tires if he puts on another set.
There's a pit. Ronald Charles is in.
Okay, so the game has started. I think Charles was maybe trying to go there for the overcut on Ryan de Azevedo.
Okay, he's rolling. That's done and dusted. He comes out the pit lane. It's also a tricky pit lane. I saw a car have a huge accident in the unofficial practice. So guys need to be careful in that little pit lane. It's got a sharp corner exit.
Often I've found it to be the fault of Assetto Corsa itself, because there's an auto pit limiter that kicks in when you enter. Oh, Corne Breed spins it.
I see that. Was it Corne?
He's dropped back quite a bit. Yeah, it's Corne right up on the hill there.
I can't see him behind the hill, but oh yeah, here he comes. Okay, we got him. Oh dear.
So because there's an auto pit limiter, people tend to just bomb it into the pits, and then you suddenly lock up because it kicks in and you just slide into the wall.
Exactly. So for anybody on YouTube interested in either this racing on Assetto Corsa or any of the other series, please feel free to go and have a look on the website currently on your screen, www.simracesa.co.za. We are arguably the oldest league in the country. It's been running for 12 years now. We run a number of series on Assetto Corsa and the newer version of the game Assetto Corsa Competizione, as we seeing people in the pits here. So
yeah, I saw both Marius Skuman and Dirk Brandt dive into the pits.
Okay, Marius just came out now, so I think his pit stop's done. Dirk Brandt's in the pits at the moment, so let's watch for these the leaders now. Did Philip Minnaar pit?
I suspect he might have pitted. Yeah, I think he's gone for the undercut.
Yeah, Philip's pitted. He's a good couple of seconds back. So let's see when Rian comes in. Nick now up into second, and Brandon Kruger into third place.
Rian goes into the pits right now. I'll keep an eye on him. Gonna see if he does a tire switch up maybe.
Rian's in the pits. Yep. Okay, watch him. Hello to Sabran on the YouTube. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, there's been some good dices so far. Philip Minnaar's the first of the leading cars to pit.
With a quick stop.
He's over the start-finish line. Where's Rian? He's just driven out the pit lane.
Now.
Oh, all right. So that gap is extended outwards by 3.7 seconds.
Yeah, so the undercut did not pay off. And I feel that's easily the problem with trying to do an undercut. You're adding fuel, so it's not a guarantee that you're going to be faster when you're coming out of the pits.
Yeah, true. The car's slightly heavier, huh? Yeah, but you're also hoping for traffic and a clear track.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. But in like F1, where they have to run with one tank of fuel for the entire race, you can only stand to gain if you try and do the undercut, as long as you can get the tires up to working temperature quickly.
Watch this. Watch the replay on YouTube here. This is a replay of Brandon Kruger ramping his yellow car when it comes online. You'll see it shortly. Yo, and he lands it. Are you watching?
I'm watching
the yellow car.
Yeah.
Wait.
Sure. No, that was us.
Yeah, it was a good one. Right, Raymond Duggan in the pits.
Nick is 10 seconds ahead. That's not enough. If he's trying to do a long stint and then splash and dash. I'm not 100% sure what a pit stop costs you. Might be around 20 to 30 seconds. In 12th, Gideon Renner. He is starting to tuck under the tail of Rowan Stevens.
Yep. See Jude Stewart's on the YouTube channel, also asking questions. Sus?
Yeah. All I'll say, Jude, is yes.
Oh dear. Mac van der Merwe at TSL Olympic Alfa Romeo representing. What else is going on here at the moment? Gideon's the closest at the moment.
Yeah, everybody has settled into a position, has built up a gap of at least a second. Although I am seeing Philip Minnaar is now following Rian by 1.5 seconds. So he's managed to pull down that gap by quite a bit.
He has.
They're also coming up to traffic. I think that's how he managed to catch up.
Ronald Childs in the pits. Just trying to see who else. Yeah, so Gideon Renner is the closest on track at the moment, the race between him and Rowan Stevens. Oh, Nicholas is in the pits. So Nick pits finally, and that promotes Rian back into the lead. And Philip Minnaar and Marius, first, second, and third.
Ooh, I'm not sure about Marius though.
He's in third place.
Oh, he's in third now. Okay.
His Nick's coming out, but Marius is going past. So, yeah, I think our man Nick's going to have a little bit of an issue in our stewards meeting for that contact earlier on in the race.
Yeah.
We'll have to see when.
Like he came out on hards again with Matthew Boy and Matthew Boy is also on hards.
Yeah. Well, they as a team they like to do these things, so they're both on hards. Corné Briet and Lawrence Stern are also on hards. and Murray is back out on his softs.
Marius is known to be quite a smooth driver, so he doesn't often make mistakes, which causes him to lock up and heat up the tires unnecessarily. That's my biggest problem I found with the soft tires. If I make one mistake, I'm then ruined for the next few laps, and while I try and manage the temperature.
Got you.
So I usually just opt for the more forgiving position.
Yo,
But that's also,
Philip Minnar
Ew.
out the window 1.5 seconds. He's right here. So Ryan's had a moment somewhere definitely, and Philip's all over the back of him.
I'm gonna put it down to traffic. They're right in the mix right now, and they're gonna have to work around that. I've already seen.
There's a bunch of traffic up ahead, yes.
Yeah. Rian has been using the traffic well to his advantage, but when it catches you out, it catches you out. If you're going after turn 1, down that twisty bendy section, it's not easy to get an overtake done
Buddy,
there.
Philip is in the tow. He's going to pull out by the chicane, I'm telling you now. He's got a good draft here. He's had, yeah. Oh no, Rian, you can't move across, buddy. There's a car next to you.
Have to double check your Healy Corsa there.
Oh, that's hard braking. Wow, Rian can brake and throw the car through there so easily.
Well, I had been seeing people favoring the inside line for the chicane. It's difficult when you're on the outside because you risk running deep or being pushed deep there. That then compromises the exit of the next turn.
Oh, wow,
Ooh,
Philip
sends it flying.
That was a lick and send. Ramping over that chicane, he landed it straight, and he's still here or hereabouts. So
He's
Rian's
still there, but
yeah.
he did lose about 0.4 of a second there. And Rian having to navigate a lot of traffic right now. And I don't think Philip is going to come out onto the main straight in a position to get the overtake done on, who's it? I think it's Ruben Kruger in front of him there. Which would likely then mean he's going to lose more time on the twisty bendy section there.
just going for a lap with Rian in cockpit. Just intrigues me how he is so quick around this track.
Looks like Philip has managed to get past, and he's bringing that gap back down to 0.8. 13 minutes remaining.
Yep.
I think everybody... Ruben Kruger is going to pit now, so thinking that's the last of the bunch that still needed to pit. Does look like he's lost on the back straight. Rian doing a 1 minute 10.6 with Philip doing a 1 minute 10.8. So times are very close.
Philip Minnar now also got to deal with the lap traffic. Comes onto the little back straight chute. Lap traffic should move over a bit, and Philip comes around the outside and through the two sharp right-handers and continues to try and close the gap down to Rian.
They're at that stage of the battle right now. Well, they were. I think coming up, the traffic isn't as dense. Constantly having to navigate back markers can really put a dampen on your pace.
Cherie Janse van Rensburg shouting for Quinten Janse van Rensburg here currently in a
He's done well.
14th place
right now. Ooh, I do see in 17th position, Jovan Oosthuizen is right on the back of Rowan Stevens.
and sending it. Oh gosh.
I almost thought that was going to be
Me
a
too.
collision.
Wow. Okay.
He's going to be in the tow right now.
Let's watch them as they bomb down the back straight.
Doesn't look like he's quite there. Okay,
No,
yeah,
he's there.
now.
3/4 of the way down. He's there. He's now peeling off to go down the inside, down the hill into the chicane. Oh, he's passed. Done. And he braked enough. Yep, he's got the car stopped. They go through the chicane. Position taken. Good pass.
In 8th, Brett Krokamp is nearing the moment to strike on Dirk Blunt in 7th position.
So what have we got here? We've got a new age McLaren chasing after a retro Lotus 73 in John Play's special colours.
Seeing down in 12th and 13th, Gideon Renner losing out on a position, but my eyes are on Brett right now. I know that Dirk has the experience to make the overtake really, really difficult.
Dirk running defensive and Brett looking
Ooh, that defensive line might have cost Dirk a good exit on the next corner, but maybe he's pulled the gap 0.5 seconds ahead, trying to break the toe.
Oh yeah, the toe increases. Yeah. Brett got a little bit of oversteer and had to correct it, and I think he lost a little bit of momentum, and Dirk's managed to drive away. So another lap. Just under 10 minutes to go here, people, and it's Rian Oberholzer flag to flag with Philip Minnaar in close proximity. That gap actually out to 2.7 seconds now.
Trying to quickly see. So Rian has done 30 laps with Ruben Kruger is still in the pits. Did he severely damage his car? He's on 24 laps only. So
yeah, he said it. Either he's got a mechanical failure on his rig, but he hasn't come out the pits.
Oh
No.
yeah, that might have been the case.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, Jan Karanus in 15th is caught up to the back of Quinten Janse van Rensburg, who's got his whole fan club here tonight on YouTube. So let's see if he can manage to keep Jan Karanus behind him. It's easy to see Quinten, he's in the Ferrari.
That is a very, very striking red.
Oh, it's a lovely car, man. It's a legendary color scheme. Looks like it's part of the BWR team.
I think it's a BWR car. They have some really striking colors in their liveries
Yeah,
too.
the yellow ones as well, and then there's some blue ones here. Okay, so let's see how this carries on. 109.8 versus 109.7. Philip Minnaar was 1,000th quick on that last lap. Rian Oberholzer's got traffic, but he has negotiated that traffic already. So just under 8 minutes to go, and through the S's, Rian's down the hill and on his way.
Clear error in front, so he can focus on trying to pull that gap even bigger. As Philip has not managed to get up to Gerard Pretorius just yet.
Oh, there's dramas on the main straight. Sorry, I just switched to Jan Karanus, and a yellow car was turning around on the main straight with somebody.
Gideon Renner, I think.
Gideon Renner's had a huge moment there. Yep, it was Gideon Renner. He's coming up the hill now. So I just caught it on the up. Oh, he's coming down the hill.
He's running very close to Quinten right now.
Is this Ryder Azevedo? He's in the pits. So he had the problem with Gideon Renner because there were two cars. So I think that's what happened there.
Ooh, Johan less than 4/10 behind Quinton right now on the back straight.
Yeah.
Got the toe.
Johan's all over this.
Can he make the overtake stick before the chicane?
He's sending it.
Can.
Quinton trying to defend. He's pulled back in. So Johan's made that pass stick. Managed to slow the car down. Oh, he slides out the exit.
Almost.
Oof. I'm sure Quinton tapped him on the back as they went up the hill, but they're all in a straight line and over the start-finish line. Quinton weaving left and right, looking to try and come back at him. Right, we with Quinton as they go up the hill now. On board with Quinton, and he goes over the top of the hill through the fast left, right, left, T2, T3, down the hill.
Like he's pulling the gap now.
Yeah, Johan driving away.
Ooh, in 8th position, Brett Krokamp is trying to get on the back of Dirk Brandt there.
Again, it's closed up the gap here. Definitely quick through the top, over the top. I think Dirk Brandt's under a lot of pressure here. He'll be watching his mirrors. 5.5 minutes to go, Sus.
That's going to be a close one here. Dirk managed to get a really good drive onto the back straight with Brett just losing it, although he might have it right now. No, just outside. 0.3. That gap is closing.
Yeah, Brett's he's in the draft at that. You got to be under half a second, and he was as they came out of that. Dirk running defensive down the middle, and now the inside and
right side.
Oh man!
Oh, Dirk getting that, hooking up the apex beautifully, just drifting out before one can get alongside him.
Yeah, sorry about the camera change there. Just looking at the delta at the timing tower for any other close gaps. This is the closest on the track at the moment, so we're going to leave it here. Next one closest is Quinton Janssen van Rensburg, who is falling off the back of Johan Karanus. 1.5 seconds now. Alright, here we go through the last through the two right-handers. Brett Krokamp needs to carry momentum through the second one and get on the gas as soon as he can. He is 4/10 off the back of Dirk Brandt as they came out of that corner. Let's see if this extends or closes down. I think he's I don't think he's close enough.
He's closing slowly. I don't think half a second is you need to be under 0.4 behind someone in front.
Yeah,
to really get the advantage of the toe. And even then, Brett had demonstrated that it was not quite enough if Dirk, if the person in front then takes the defensive line.
Coming up the hill, and Brett gets very close to Dirk.
It's all about absorbing pressure here and
Yes.
being able to keep the pressure on, not make that mistake.
Not lose the aero when you're close behind the car ahead of you. You've got to kind of manage that as well, especially down this section, to get through these two corners as quick as you can so that you get the toe. Yeah, the gap's now 0.4 again. Now it's 0.3. He's close, yeah. Oh, you got a good drive here. This is very close.
And now,
Oh, this is going to happen. Brett Krokamp's going to swing out. He's going to go the long way around, or Dirk's forcing him the long way around. He is past him already into the braking zone, and it's done.
and it's done. Now it's all about Dirk trying to stay close behind him so that he can get that overtake back on the next lap.
Yeah.
Or maybe running it for another lap behind him and try and capitalize on the last lap. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Quickly looking, I think Rian Oberholzer just crossed the finish line, so maybe there's still 3 laps left in
Yeah.
this race.
220. No, 2 laps.
Oh
So-
yeah, 2 laps.
Yeah.
210. He crossed the line at the 210 mark. Done well to build that gap up back again. from Philip Minnaar.
Yeah, that's 3.2 seconds. Oh, we got 2 cars off here. We were watching Rian and he went past 2 cars. So who was this? It was
That's Brett Krokamp that lost it and gave Dirk Brandt the position back.
Was it? Yes, it was. So they must have had a contact, and he backed off to let. It's not Matthew Boy. No, we got
No, I'm not sure if they had contact. I just think Krokamp might have run wide and lost it.
No, but there were 2 cars recovering, so I definitely saw 2 cars, the orange car and another one. And then somebody went in the pits. So is Johan Karanis in trouble, yeah?
Ooh, I think he had a bit of a moment.
He has, over the top of the hill.
Over the top of the hill, yes.
Oh, no, it's not. It's on that little stretch down the back there. Okay, he's going again, but he did have a moment. He's lost some position, so... Oh, in the last lap or 2, there's been some big position changes. Nothing happening much at the front. In fact, everyone's now spread out. So back to our leader with 23 seconds. He's halfway down the back straight, so he's not going to get over the line in time. I don't know if this is the last lap or if he's going to start the last lap, Sas.
Trying to get my focus back on him.
There he goes over the line. Final lap. So it's finished. Rian takes that.
I think he managed the gap to not have to run another one last lap.
Yeah. Philip Minnaar second. Marius Skuman coming over the hill and down the hill. Over the line, and he's in for 3rd place. Nick Hodgson over for 4th. Brendan Kruger far back on the long back straight in the yellow car. So he'll be coming in for 5th. And then everybody else 5 seconds plus from there on. So
all in, I think judging by HLQ compared to race finish, Dirk Brandt did astonishingly good, managing a 7th position finish there.
Yeah. Brendan Krug over the line, so he's done. Raymond Duggan coming over the line in 8th or 6th, 7th. Dirk Brandt, yeah, we've had someone disconnect, so Dirk's still coming now to finish his run, so yeah, he's done very well. And everybody else, Quinton going round for a final lap.
Okay, I see Rian is ready for an interview.
Awesome, man. Let's get things set for that. You can go and get him.
Hello, Mr. Rian Uberall, sir. How was that race, good sir?
Hey guys, that was so intense, you have no idea. I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna get to clean my rig. At one point there was a spin at the last or the second last corner. 2 guys went into each other and I almost hit them.
Yeah, I think we might have caught that or just caught it at the end of the stream there. Philip was really putting a lot of pressure there. And
yeah.
It seems like you managed to get out on top with all of the traffic coming through at the end of were you worried that he was gonna build bring the pace to you, or were you still quite calm?
To be honest, the traffic was a good thing and a bad thing, because like if you get into the dirty air of these cars, it's incredibly difficult to follow, and I get like so out of touch with them. I set a couple of laps behind them where I just couldn't pass, and same with Philip. Every time he would come close to me, then the first sector, the dirty air would affect him, and then it's a yo-yo effect, I guess. But it was awesome. Well done to Philip. And I also just want to say happy birthday to my dad. I dedicate this to him.
Okay.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Dad. So, yeah. Thanks, Rian. And well driven there, man.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, well done. Congrats on another win.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Have a nice evening.
Thanks, man. And you. Awesome, Sass. So there we go. And thanks to everybody on YouTube for joining us. That was It wasn't as exciting as some of the other races, but I think it's just the nature of this track. There was some dicing going on and a whole lot of position changes, as we saw.
Yeah, it started out nice and exciting, and I think once everybody found their groove, especially with the difficulty of the track, we started seeing the gaps here and there. Still some contention happening, but what made the race exciting for me was definitely seeing the front runners having to navigate traffic. That added an extra bit of flavor and made it really difficult to really see if somebody can pull the gap or not.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, buddy, thank you for joining me. You'll be racing on Wednesday. I'll probably do a stream and cover the Div 2 race. So I'm going to wish you all the best for now, and hope that you don't have any dramas on this little undulating roller coaster racetrack called Road Atlanta.
I have very mixed feelings about driving on this track myself, but looking forward to seeing Wednesday's Div 2 race unfold. And yeah, thank you everybody for coming. It was nice having everybody here, and thanks Alan for having me again.
Awesome. Anytime. Thanks for joining me, and to everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. And we'll catch up on Wednesday. So cheers from me.